In this video I am making a real-life custom over-engineered Minecraft lantern as a present for a good friend.
Is it a Minecraft lantern?
Yes!
Oh shit!
Let's go! I want a premium look and feel, so I bought hundreds of small wooden blocks to make the frame. We will use a 6x6 grid as a base.
Uit die midden of die is echt compleet verwijderd.
And another 6x6 grid will be needed to form the upper part. On top of these I placed 2 layers of 4x4. The lantern has a small handle. This was made with 5 blocks and placed on the upper part. After a night of drying, the different parts could be stacked onto each other. A real Minecraft fan could already see the form taking shape. Ooh la la.
Okay, time to do the electronics.
A module to charge a battery, a touch module, an ESP32C3 Super Mini. Just look at the insane size difference between a normal ESP32. Of course we need a battery and a LED strip to light up the lantern. My idea, once the touch module gets input, the ESP gets powered on. Once touched again, everything will power off. For the main code we are using WLED. I connected the ESP32 to my PC, but it had a weird boot loop and it was just completely bugging out. I installed some Chinese driver just for funsies, also didn't help. Then I followed a short tutorial and it was fixed. We joined the code and see if it works. Bah, of course it didn't work. What the fuck did you think?
Okay, the ESP goes to sleep but the light stays on.
I tried some other things, but still no luck.
What the fuck?
We will take a break from the electronics because this isn't working. The walls for the lantern. These ones need to be transparent. So we will use my 3D printer and a transparent PLA. I also want them to have a little block texture. The first design is complete.
What the f is this?
Once my printer just completely gave up on me.
It's f***ed.
Okay, let's go back to the electronics.
I tried to modify the code in WLED, but it wasn't a great success. It kept on shutting down. So a new approach with the MOSFET. Let's go.
This MOSFET will act as a gate, hoping this will prevent the LED strip from staying on. I first made a small layout how I want the electronics and test if this different approach will work.
I think we have power. Oh. I spent 1 hour soldering everything, trying to make it work. Huh? There should be a little light. I see no lights, I see nothing. Fucking hell, Midge. Ik zweer het. It's too late for this shit, man. I think the ESP needs a stable 5 volt. I'm gonna add this little board. It's a step-up converter. Which one is the... Let's strip though. Oh my god, host. It works. It's a loose connection on the ESP32. I had it right from the first time. Oh my god. When I press the touch, it goes on. When I press it, it goes off. It works. Oh, I should be happy, but I spent way too long on this. Yesterday evening I almost quit my DIY hobby for good, but I woke up and I thought, god damn, this is looking nice.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna install the battery like this in the middle, so everything is well illuminated. I think it will be nice.
And then, out of the blue,
guys, I have amazing news, insane news. PCBWay sent me a DM like, hey, we saw your Wally video, we like to do a collab with you. It's so surreal because a lot of maker YouTubers I watch on YouTube are getting sponsored by PCBWay and now they send me a DM. It's quite an honor actually. I've never thought I would say this, but the sponsor of this video, PCBWay, man. PCBWay. PCBWay is a site where you can order parts for your project and they just make it with a lot of love. As the name says, they're specialized in PCBs, in circuit boards, but they make a lot of more cool stuff. They CNC aluminum, they do injection molding, even carbon fiber. you name it. The order process is very easy. You upload your files, you get an instant quote how much it would cost, you pay for it and you get it shipped to your house. It's that easy. When you see me on the street, don't take a lot of pictures and autographs, it gets tiring, you know, being an influencer. I've used some gecko tape to attach the battery to the print plate. My ex once told me, dude, gecko tape, it's the best, and it is. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
The next step, installing the 3D printed walls.
It took a lot of time, but god damn it, okay. Oh, it's looking like a Minecraft lantern. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, okay. You can customize the effects, I will do that later on, but this already looks dope. I also almost broke my 3D printer. Hey, yo, second time already. Oh, yo. Gecko tape stopped working so good. We have arrived to one of the final steps. Let's glue the top part to the middle and bottom part. I hope Leon will be happy. Okay, the last part. Opa. It's so nice to have like an idea and then finally seeing the project coming to life. As you can see, some parts have darker colors, so I'm gonna use this one to try to make the wood a little bit more dark. I don't know how much I need to use to like soak it in. Let's wait until everything is dry.
I also designed some caps to add to the corners of the lantern. I used some little gold leaves to make it stand out more. And there we have it, a complete over-engineered wooden Minecraft lantern.
How to make a custom PCB.
How epic would it be if we can transform this circuit into a custom PCB?
So apparently the first step, designing the schematics. I found a program named KiCad. You draw a logic diagram that dictates how I have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, this is fun. Drawing some lines here and there. I even added this to the layout. Second step, you attach physical dimension packages to... I still don't know what am I doing. Next step, root traces. You draw the physical copper tracks. I also added some labels, a little Easter egg. We also have a little 3D model. We can see how it will look. I think it's finally time to order. Let's do it. I'm very hyped, but also a little bit stressed. I've said it, it's the first time. There is a possibility I made a mistake. Add Gerber files, order, klets. This took me 1 month to learn, to design. In the waiting time for the PCB, we can already give Leon his lantern.
I'm hyped as
Niet kijken, don't look.
I'm not looking.
Okay, because it's a difficult time. For you, that's a hint. A light in the darkness.
Light in the darkness. Oh, wait. Is it a Minecraft lantern?
Yes!
Oh shit, that's amazing! Yes! What the fuck? It's gold!
Yeah, touch it once and then it goes on.
Holy shit.
And then
What
this is
burns?
Yeah, it's dude, it's 80 small LEDs. Magnetic on this. Oops. Hey. Our custom PCBs arrived. Yes. This is so cool to see the design on the computer and then in real life. Look at that house. There is some space in the middle for the battery, every connector. It looks nice, and the Easter egg, it's awesome. It's tingling a bit to solder everything, not gonna lie. Look at this, so the pins of the ESP. Oh my god, this is just like the wet dream of every engineer, I think. Oh my god, oh.
Every component has its dedicated place on the board. I made some small mistakes in dimensions, but with some minor tweaking, it still could be fitted into its place. Extremely satisfying to see this coming to life, no joke. After soldering everything, it's time to do a first test.
I've put everything in place, I soldered everything. It was so much work to make the design, to search the right electronics. Let's hope for the best. I can't believe this.
And there we have it. The first ever crossplate PCB.
Damn, okay.
5 years ago, I would never have imagined this. I am very happy how it turned out.
This is no fire, but it's a little wee.
I am also selling a couple of these, so if you're from Belgium and you're interested, hit me up on Instagram. Thank you so much to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you next time.
Yeah, it's a small project, but I hope you like it.
You go.